Hey guys, welcome back to DIY with me. I'm so excited you're here. I always say I'm excited you're here because I'm always excited that you're here. I'm going to move my chair out of the way because my keyboard is distracting me. So I'm just moving my chair out of the way. I love my chair. I got my chair from Amazon. Now today we're going to do a napkin ring that we did a bunny napkin ring earlier, but this is one that is going to take a little bit of time because we're using the yarn wrapping technique like we did with our yarn reef. And I will put up here or up there, I should say, where you can find the other things that I'm talking about. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need yarn, you're going to need a flour, and of course you're going to need a hot glue gun. You need hot glue sticks, and I have mine right here. You're only going to need the hot glue gun just to put your flour on. So if you don't want to mess with the hot glue and you have other kind of adhesive like crazy glue or something like that, 100% use that. But hot glue is something I always have on hand. Of course, scissors, and this is the magic weapon, a shower ring. And the cool things about shower rings is you can get them anywhere. You can get them in all different shapes and sizes. You can get them all different colors. I'm using the clear one. This right here, this part right here will be where I put the flour. So we only have to go over lightly with it. You can actually, if you want to, just put a flower on like this. And let me hold on. I have shower rings right here. I'm going to put one on right now. I'm going to pull out my flowers. And I'm just going to put one on the top to see what it looks like. So just a little bit of glue. A little bit of hot glue. And put that on there. And y'all look. We already made a shower ring. We already made a napkin ring. Just like that. We made one. But I want to get a little fancy with it. So that's one. This would be really cute. Also, too, if like someone is getting married and you're doing a bridal shower, you can use this as the ring and use it as, because as you see, let me put my ring on. It's kind of big, but you can also use it as decoration. You can use it as a party favor to sit at a bridal shower as well for name place, whatever. So that's really cute by itself. But we are going to do the yarn wrapping technique. And I have this really pretty, colorful yarn. Easter time. So I didn't know, a lot of people don't think it's about the bunny, but think it's about getting together and having family. So we can still create something for that. So first thing we're going to do is I went ahead and cut some yarn off because I knew I was not going to be able to get that big piece of yarn through my napkin ring. So I went ahead and cut some off, just eyeballed it. But you guys can eyeball it as much as you want. Use as much yarn as you want. I just tied a knot so that it holds it in place. And I started right here in the little section because I knew that was going to be probably my hardest piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull through. If you have chunky yarn and you want to use the chunky yarn, by all means use the chunky yarn. It will make it go by so much quicker. But this is going to take a few minutes for us to do. And make sure that you have scissors and anything else out of the way that it might get caught on out of the way, because it's going to happen. Things are going to get caught. Things are going to get knotted. It's just going to be that way. So I am ready for, I don't know why this piece right here is like this. So I might end up having to cut some, but let me just go ahead and wrap. See, I have a big mess down here. I already have a knot. And I don't know how this got caught across here. So we're going to see where this one is from. Also, if you're working with yarn, try not to have your fan on. There we go. Try not to have your fan on, because the fan is gonna create the yarn going all different ways. I'm just going to pull this through. And of course I stepped on it as well. It would be really great if you had some place that you could hold it, put it up, hold it on to something that keeps it up high so you're not constantly bending down. This would be great to do if you are working or watching TV at night and you want to create a statement piece for your table at Easter time. And now I'm just going to skip over that part. I keep stepping on it. Now I could have balled it up and done it that way, but I was afraid I was going to get some knots in it. I'm trying to wrap it twice and then pull it through. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole thing is getting it through. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4 that time. Okay, so then I'm going to pull it. Whoop, we got it. Maybe 4 wasn't such a good idea because now it's getting caught. Okay, I think I'm going to end up having to salvage this somehow. Hold on just a second. So guys, I paused it for a minute just to get everything untangled because it did get untangled. And what I did was I decided I was just going to work with smaller pieces of yarn only because they were getting tangled up. And smaller pieces would be easier to work with as far as pulling it through as well. We're just going to have some pieces that are just going to be overlaps with knots in them, but that's okay. Nothing's perfect, right? But you see how much easier this is now that I'm doing this and I'm working with a smaller piece. It's up to you how it works. Your craft is your own. You make it work the way you need to make it work for you. If you're getting frustrated with the knots and stuff, 100% go little by little and get it done. Take little small steps. Because like they say, a journey of 1,000 steps starts with 1 step. So once again, I'm going to try and wrap one color until I see where I'm getting knotted. And then we're wrapping one color, wrapping one color, wrapping. And I like the way it's coming out variegated. Like you have a little bit of each color and it's coming out. There's no overlapping. It's really pretty. I actually did a wreath for Easter using the yarn technique, using this technique, but I did a styrofoam wreath and it was really cool and neat to do because you could see the different colors, the variegation of the wreath. And then I found a pattern for a bunny and just put a bunny in the middle of it. And it was super cute. I just cut it out of felt. So if you don't like this right here and you're like, I cannot wrap, I can't do this, 100% get you an embroidery needle, one of the bigger ones, put the yarn on it and use your yarn and use your needle for that. And then that way all you have to do is just wrap it. Just wrap it. That's what we're doing. We're just wrapping. I love this right here. And we're wrapping it and we're just ready. We're halfway there. We're halfway through. Like Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. I love that song. But like I said, you can, if you don't want to do that, you can just use this and use a napkin ring and find a flower and put it on top. And a shower curtain and put it on top and you can go from there. I bought the shower curtains at Dollar Tree, but I will link them in my Amazon store if you're like, I really don't want to go out to the Dollar Tree or I don't want to deal with people. I really want to stay at home and shop. These I also got at Amazon. I didn't get them at Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree has some really cute flowers for Easter. And normally their floral flowers are pretty much on point any time of the year. So you can always do this for Christmas. You can cover it. And there's another option you can do. You can actually take some cloth and just cut out pieces and cover them like that. I'm just slowly but surely working it around. See, I'm 3/4 of the way there now. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to probably tie another piece on. So I don't think this is going to be enough. I think it's going to be close to enough. So I maybe have eyeballed it up better than I thought I would. But don't you love the variegation and the colors? And it looks almost like an Easter egg or a rainbow. You can use this for St. Patrick's Day and get the green yarn. You can use it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday parties, formal dinner parties, Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day. Anytime that you want to kind of do something a little bit fancy, this upgrades your table a little bit. Even if you're using paper napkins, you can still use the paper napkins. Just get the dinner size ones and use that as a napkin ring. And what's great about this is if you don't want, you're like, oh, I'm going to make them, but I don't want to keep them. Then your guests at the end of the dinner can actually take these home with them, which is great because I love the fact that the guests can take items home. I'm always about going the extra mile and doing something thoughtful for your guest. Now, I'm almost there. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit right here because I skipped over it because I noticed it was starting to, I was just doing right there and that's all I was doing. So, actually what I'm going to do right now, since I have this, is I'm going to probably half what I have here that I cut. I'm going to half it. And I have a knot on this side, so I really don't want to use the one with the knot. So I'll use the other side. So that piece will go over here, go back up here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to join them together. We're marrying them. Just joining them together in a knot. And then you're going to cut off the excess. So that you really, and the good thing about this is if it lands in the spot I think it's going to land, people are not even going to see it. Whoops, and that knot did not do that well because it just came out. I'm not going to cut off the excess yet. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to cut off close to the excess, but not all of it. That way we know exactly where it's at. Okay. So, here we go. And it's going to land where I thought it was going to land. But you want to go over this particular piece multiple times so that the excess is covered. So I'm just going to continue on and just so it's laying down flat. But you see where it landed? It's going to land right where we're going to cover it up with the flower. So people are not even going to know you did that. Whoops. Pulled that one too much. And that's all you're doing is covering it up. Covering it up. Covering it up. And you're covering it up. And I do believe March is coming in like a lion for us because the wind is kicking up a storm. We're under a high wind advisory right now, and I am actually sitting out here in my log cabin working. Yeah. And we live on a hill, and unfortunately, where the log cabin is a corridor between two houses. So it literally any wind, and my bedroom too as well, any wind that can possibly come, it comes through and hits us there. I'm trying to see if I did this the right way. Yes, I did. And what I just did was I just pulled it through and I made a knot. And I'm just going to cut off a little bit of excess, but that's okay if your knot does not stick because you're going to come back with your hot glue and put hot glue right there because that's where you're going to put the flower. And see, before I put your flower on, look at how cute the ring is. And put your flower on, apply pressure, let it hold. And there you have it, a cute little napkin ring. I'm going to remove this part right here. Hold on just a second. Just a cute little napkin ring. One is yarn, with yarn, and another one is just with the clear. And it's cute, right? When my girls were little and they had smaller arms, we would actually go and get these. I mean, little, I'm talking little, like 3-4 years old, like toddler age. And they would use these as bracelets. It's really cute. You can always, if you're looking for flowers, you can always check out your local, if you have an outlet that has linen, these are great too as well to get. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoy your little floral napkin rings. What I love about these is that you can do all different colors, all different flowers, anything you want to stick on it, you basically can. And also what I also love about it is that it was easy. We did it within 15 minutes. We made one. You can, if you're getting ready for a dinner party and you're like stressed out and you're like, oh, I have so much to do, but you want to sit down, you can absolutely sit down and do this and not have a problem with it. This one, super easy, hot glue. If you decide you don't want to deal with a hot glue gun, which I'm going to turn mine off right now, and you want to work with another type of glue, 100% you can do that. But I would suggest waiting until the very end to glue it all on because then it'll be easier for you. But until next time, guys, bye. Oh, also, please like and subscribe to the channel because I have some more great content coming up. We're talking cell phone cases. We're talking a whole bunch of different things, everyday household items, recycling, repurposing items. I absolutely love this. So until next time, bye.